Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's been a sad, tough couple weeks here in the US due to all the violence and the crime. My former city of Minneapolis was hit with a mass shooting, then the next day the church shooting, Ukrainian girl killed on a train in Charlotte, retired professor walking her dog attacked and killed in a park recently, now the assassination of Charlie Kirk, some loons on social media celebrating his death. On the same day, a school shooting in Colorado happened. There seems to be one of these every few days now. The Kirk assassination reveals just once again how divided the country is, how ugly some of the rhetoric is. I didn't listen to his show and probably disagree with him on some stuff, but we're supposed to be able to disagree and have the right to speak freely, whatever your beliefs are. And this killing will have reverberations for everyone, no matter what your views are. The right to free speech has taken a hit, and it's appalling to see this happening. Seems like he just wanted to have an open debate, open discussion when he visited college campuses. In some of the clips I've seen recently, and he makes a lot of sense, makes some good points. The Ukrainian girl, Irina, just minding her own business, coming from working a shift at a pizza place, and attacked for no reason whatsoever by a violent lunatic with 11 prior arrests who should not have been on the streets. None of the people sitting nearby checked on her and even asked if she was okay. No humanity at all. Not sure how much everyone knew everything that was going on, but a few sitting nearby, had to have seen what happened and seen her bleeding there. So it just shows the heartlessness, the coldness in society among some people here. People don't want to get involved, and the whole thing's just brutal. Poor girl, she had no idea she had moved to another war zone here in the US. There are many zombies roaming the streets among us here in the US. I had my own experiences riding the sketchy light rail to commute to a temp job in Minneapolis. The crime that was daily a part of that ride, the open drug use, the mean mugging by other riders, other gangs of younger guys, the ranters and ravers, the shooting that happened at one of the stations, almost being attacked by deranged, drug-addled maniacs. At the end of that commute, I'd be very relieved and just glad I made it home in one piece every day. I vowed I would never put myself in a situation where I had to make that light rail ride every day again. It was a daily nightmare, way too unsafe. The need for mental health institutions in this country, should be a huge priority. Instead, many people with serious mental health issues and serious drug abuse issues are allowed to ride public transportation all day, and that's all they do. They're out there, and you're just trying to get to your job or whatever. So I feel for the normal people who are just trying to get to a job and home every day, trying to make a living, and have to deal with that chaos and madness every damn day. People who are trapped in that situation, it's an absolute dystopia. So these are the kind of things that make people want to leave a place. Some more productive people who just want to live a normal freaking life without all this chaos. The ones who can will vote with their feet and their money and leave, which contributes to the death spiral of these places. Going through that made me miss living overseas even more, and for two huge reasons: the safety and the quality of life. The US sometimes feels like living in an open-air asylum. Where I've lived and worked in Asia, South Korea, China, and places I've traveled to in Southeast Asia, maybe from the Buddhist culture of some places, or the importance of social harmony, respect for elders, respect for others in general, respect for education and learning, the value that they place on that, and policies that give people opportunities and raise their living standards. All of these things add up to create really nice places to live. And we're seeing that contrast between expats living and documenting their lives in some of these places and the declining quality of life in the West or in the US is what I can speak to. Personally, I start thinking and feeling that I can't live in the US long term. I don't want to. If I didn't have family that I'm close with here, I probably never would have come back from living overseas. but I don't see myself living here permanently. Just too depressing. The country is in a dark place. I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. I don't think we can vote our way out of it. And as some commenters on YouTube and other social media are saying, the assassination yesterday feels like a turning point. Some are saying the U.S. is on the verge of like civil war, and this is what has tipped it off. That's how it feels at times here. So that's what's on my mind today. Can't escape it, can't ignore it. When I started this channel, I was thinking it would just be a travel channel for the most part. But stuff is happening that I just can't ignore. I'm going to talk about it from time to time, vent or rant about it. It is what it is. These are the times we're living in, and these issues kind of shape everything, our daily life, our reality. So I think a lot about how the violence here affects us all, our daily life in the U.S., the events that I don't go to, avoid crowds, big public holiday celebrations like July 4th or New Year's Eve. Definitely avoid that kind of stuff. I'm just not a crowd type of person to begin with. I usually avoid that. But in certain big cities I've lived in, especially like Chicago, Minneapolis, and just making the point that this is not normal, the things we accept in the society, it's not normal. We don't have to live this way. And it might be time to leave here. I'm looking forward to heading overseas again, but it's looking like that won't happen until early next year. And no one's coming to save any of us. We can make the choice to leave here to have a better life. So I'll just close with the spirit of condolences, keeping these victims of horrible violence and crime in my thoughts, and sending condolences to their families. Really just nonstop sad days here in the U.S. recently. All right, everyone, take care, be safe out there.